Watch your step, look out for mine. You the one that crossed the line. Eyes is full of dollar signs. I'ma take what's mine. This is war, chaos. Way too much to lose, can't afford to take a day off. Carrots on my jewels, big boss, tell them lay off. I ain't never scared, but I can promise you that they are. High annihilate cities and keep the mask off. Promise it won't be pretty soon as I blast off. Flash, bang, no pain. I'm a bad man, I play no games. Looking for the champ, we on the way. Now's your chance to say it to my face. I'ma take the title to my grave. Spiritual, I turn you all to praise.
No bombs, I drop bombs, I drop bombs. Yeah, I got bites like Mamba and Python. Dropping no bombs, I drop bombs, I drop bombs. Yeah, I got bites like Mamba and Python.
Watch your step, look out for mine. You the one that crossed the line. Eyes is full of dollar signs. I'ma take what's mine.
This is war.
That's only local, bro.
This is war.
Lay down the armor, pick up my sword. You brought the fight right to my front door. I ain't gonna stop till you on the floor. This is war.
This is war. Just as good.
Dang. Get wrecked is on. It says get. Good evening now.
Madlang people.
Hey guys, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Oh shoot, yeah. Let's go.
We're going in?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my, the neck of my shirt looks so loud.
It's okay.
Let me fix that. Let me pull back. See if it's in the back.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
Hey guys, good evening.
Evening.
So you can press the pop up on the live stream.
I am gone.
Real quick, no one has seen. 1 second, 1 second. We're just fixing. Go ahead and talk, guys. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody, please.
But yeah, welcome everybody to MESL TV. As per usual, every Wednesday we talk about smack. No, I was joking. Oh my bad. But yeah, we're gonna talk about, oh wait, actually have it here before we talk anything. Today we're gonna be talking about we're gonna talk about STEM. No, we're gonna recap week 3, and we're gonna talk about week 4's matchup, and then we're gonna talk about something new. If you're reading the description, it's there, and we're gonna talk about player. We're gonna have player interviews.
Yeah. Shout out to our players again, everybody.
Hold on, I hear
Let's
like
go.
a really bad echo. 1 second. Go ahead.
Yes,
I'm
we
gonna
do.
put stuff roll back into the mix here because Nawalasi, our very own AJAAA. Boom.
Sheesh.
And,
Oh, there you are.
There.
all right.
Look at that
There you-
handsome man.
Okay, can you hear me, guys? All right. So, what are we talking about tonight?
Captain's chat.
Captain's chat, also known as D. But yeah, honestly, there was a lot that happened this week in week 3. Don't you guys agree?
It was jam packed.
I agree.
Upsets, crazy
Crazy.
games, especially or both nights actually very crazy things happening.
Yeah.
But the one that really threw me off guard was the game that Akuma and I casted. I know Olify and Glitch were obviously simulcasting the other side or casting another game, but man, that shook me. I did not see that coming in that fashion.
Yeah. Sorry,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
so
trying
what
to
I'm
figure
talking
things
about,
out right now. Go ahead, keep on talking. I'm gonna figure things out. There's some echo issues that I'm trying to work on. Do you hear the echo, Rob?
no echo on our end.
No
You don't
echo.
hear
We're good.
echo? I guess just me.
I think it's on your end.
Just me. All right. I'm a loser.
But anyway, in case you missed it, this week we had a pretty crazy powerhouse matchup going on when so the first games were Evil Geniuses versus Libe Esports, right? That was Monday. And
Mhm.
also yeah, Monday.
That was Monday.
And then we also had IKR, I Know Right versus the Marianas Reapers. Right?
That was a good game.
We'll start with that one, right? Like I mean all if I can talk about more on the game, but for Libe versus EVG, that ended up in a sweep in favor of Evil Geniuses. And prior to that, Libe was in second place with five points, if I'm not mistaken, 5 points, one loss, right? So one sweep, and then they did win two games and forfeited one against THW the previous week, opening night, sorry. And Evil Geniuses coming from a 0-2 gets their first win. Now their record's 1-2 with 3 points and a sweep over our April Open champion. So very big stuff in case you missed it, man. And oh, thank you, Commissioner, for the current standing. So yeah, man, Libe drops down to third. They did lose a spot, or they moved down a spot. Uncrowned Kings, this happened on Friday. They moved up, and Get Wrecked still cruising in that coveted first place slot.
They're really
IKEA,
dominant, man.
yeah, but man, so the only team, oh, we'll get into that later. But Olify, what can you say about the game you casted with Glitch?
Which one?
The most
Get
recent one.
That was the
Yeah, Get Wrecked versus
yeah,
Blitz.
that was Wrecked versus
Alpha Blitz.
yeah.
Oh, who casted with Glitch? Oh, that was Commissioner and Glitch
Oh, that was
then.
yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was us. That was Olify wasn't, or yeah, he was alone in that
Oli-
one, and so I decided to jump into the mix there. And that was a pretty that was a sweep.
No,
Mike,
no, no.
was
It
it?
was IKR versus Marianas
Oh yeah,
Reapers.
yeah. That was a exciting matchup. What are you talking about, DJ Cure? I mean Cure Gaming. See, I forget my names. There's so many places I'm coming from. I just gotta remember
So
where
many
I'm broadcasting.
personalities.
But yeah, that was an exciting game. I was so happy to see that Marianas Reapers are and IKR were giving their all. When Marianas Reapers won the first match, uh, just like Marianas Reapers usually play, they're good. In the beginning, you already thought like, oh, these guys are really good. Don't look good too for IKR after the first match, but they got their acts together, and they were able to kind of come back from behind, winning both game 2 and game 3. Game 3, of course, is which really was the important thing to win. And yeah, I think Marianas Reapers were caught off guard for IKR's game. After that, they showed the drafting adjustments, and they were able to play the game IKR plays. And if you go back to when they challenged Blitz, and you see the same game they played here, Akuma was very active on the map, going forward, going back. There was a debate between us and the after the show where we thought Akuma overreached too much, but I think it was needed. I think that's what gave them the upper hand when Akuma started to overreach, and they started to kind of concentrate on him, and focus on, because when he was coming out with his Beyblade, they followed him, and they followed him wherever he went, and then Marianas Reaper just kind of lost their train of thought, and they had to adjust to it. And that's what happened on game 3, where they banned it. Yeah, great
I
game.
will follow you.
I agree.
Russ Berry got his chance to play a Xborg, and what I heard also from the grapevine was that was the plan actually for them to kind of get him. But I don't know. I don't see the plan there. Xborg, he's a great Xborg player. I don't know. Maybe the professional casters can attest to it. You've seen Russ Berry play Xborg. What was it, man? What was it with Marianas Reapers, with him playing Xborg, that didn't give them the edge, which we thought would have been?
No, actually, I disagree. Like, it wasn't because of Rustizi. Rustizi was great on the Xborg. It just so happened that for the game 3, when he was using the Xborg, IKR just popped off. They were just really, really good. Like the sets from Slope, I think he was using the Atlas there. Like everything was on point on the side of IKR. They were doing so well. I don't think they had that many mistakes. So even if Rustizi on the Xborg, he was the MVP on the losing side. So that also goes to show that even if they lost, he was still performing.
He was still being the
despite all
dominant
that,
Raspberry. Yeah.
He was still being the dominant Raspberry. Oh well, Rustizi. He changed his name now.
Oh yeah, I'm so used to Raspberry.
Right. But yeah, like it was entertaining. Honestly, AJ and I were talking about it. Like it was a good thing we weren't casting.
Yeah.
It was a good thing you guys are casting. We were enjoying.
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
viewer.
I kind of caught myself in the trap there. I was like, you know what, man? I'm not a caster, but let's do this anyways. And at the side, I was like, I wanted a game 3. I wanted a game 3 because it's good for the community, right? We get to see a matchup where they kind of one wins, the other wins, and they give it their all. Or there at game 3. Sorry, I'm not on the radio anymore. I can't speak Tagalog, but yeah.
It was down to the wire, and man, Russ TZ did a really good job. I have to agree with Oliver on that one. Oliver on that one. He did really well, but IKR was just so cohesive, and the way they set things up, they had the upper hand as far as execution. They were able to execute their game plan better than Reapers, but we know Reapers can play. They have swept before, if I'm not mistaken, too.
True. And I'm going to congratulate IKR. We all thought IKR would be playing in the bottom of the standings, and I guess we're wrong. They are within reach of even taking and overtaking spot 2 and spot 3. And spot 1.
And I'd like to shout out to AJAA. How many A's are there?
5.
Oh. 5.
There's 5.
AJA 5 A's.
Yeah.
Because throughout those 3 games, he got MVP thrice. So yes, he did. Like IKR lost once, but for that lost game, he still was the MVP on the losing side. So for all 3 games, he was the MVP for IKR. So shout out to him. That was amazing.
Yeah, I wonder if the brother is proud. I mean, that's the biggest question.
Sheesh. Who's the brother?
Who's the brother?
Better positioning, but it was kind of shown that day that I do not. Because honestly, we're in a battle right now. We've been talking because I was telling him I'm trying to push for the Melissa to get into Guam's top 100 for Deredo. Sorry, not Guam. Deredo's 100. And he's like, oh, yeah? This guy is... Don't get me started. But hopefully I show up there.
Yeah.
But he's more than capable, man. Oh, my mic. Sorry.
Wait, is your brother like a top Melissa player?
Bruno, right?
No,
was he Bruno? No?
He's a Bruno guy.
He was a Bruno main, then he switched over to Melissa, but he went to Japan over the summer and he hasn't changed his VPN back to Guam. So he's top somewhere in Japan.
Sheesh.
So they got a great matchup coming up. They're gonna have to face a very dominant team called Libe. But we'll talk about that later on. But that wraps up at least that game for the opening of the week 3, which we saw IKR take over Marianas Reapers 2-1 after coming back from losing the first game. Congratulations.
Yeah. I just want to say also that it looks like I'm not really here, but it's because I'm trying to get our guest situated.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm currently talking.
Your guest relations.
I'm doing guest relations right now on the side. Shout out to I Bottled Water Shun. He's helping me out with getting Saipan in touch with Saipan, just so we can have our guest later. I I guess that gives a hint on who our guest could be because I said Saipan.
I think it should.
It's Shun. Shun's gonna do an intermission number of beatboxing. He's gonna he's gonna beatbox an original song called "Nenny Girl."
Nenny
You look
girl.
like the ocean, not like the sea.
Hey, can't wait to hear that.
Yeah, original song, all beatbox only, acapella.
But he does a very mean
Hey.
beatbox. I'll tell you that for sure.
He does crazy. I thought it was just a joke, but when I heard it in person, his 808s don't lie. You feel that.
Yeah.
Hey.
He even
Oh,
has the like sound of like echo. I mean like feedback. Like
Yeah.
you can do all that stuff.
He be like, hey, girl, you're always on my
Got the
mind.
rebate, the reverb in his voice, right? Now that's Shun, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. Our
Fire
MESL
it
representative there. Big shout out to Shun. I'm going to be seeing him on Friday. I'll be flying back for some Marianas Esports League work there as well at our lovely island of Saipan. And so I hope to see our players there. I'm also going to pay a visit to the team on top of the mountain, as I mentioned.
Right.
That is Get
Bring
Wreck,
back
where
some-
they actually have a game when I do arrive there. They'll be facing the Kings, right? So I'll be in Saipan, and I'm can't wait to see the guys over there and all the players of Saipan continue to compete in this season's MLBB.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yun.
Some good games coming up. Honestly, this coming week, it's gonna be pretty crazy. You know?
It is. I mean, and as closer as we get to the finals, I'm sure these teams are doing their best to position themselves to the top 6,
Yeah.
and you know, like the bottom 2, whoever it may be, as of now, I'm sure they are doing what they can to secure a slot on the top 6.
Yeah.
Anybody can still get there. Just not. It's even
Right,
Blitz
right.
without the
That's-
wins yet. They're still able to get into that orange level, as we call it, in the standings. If you see the standings, that orange level is with the playoff bound teams. 2 teams will be knocked off, of course, but we're just halfway through, and all you need to do is make it in that box. Once you make it in that box, you will go to the big dance of the playoffs. Our first ever playoffs here in Guam and Saipan, the Marianas Esports League, MLBB Bang Bang, Season 1 playoffs around December. And so you got a lot of time to kind of readjust or make the adjustments needed to make your team get those W's. And it's not over for Blitz. I mentioned that also. We'll have Blackbeard here on the show tonight. He's the manager of Blitz. We'll talk to him and see. He's a very positive guy, of course. Shout out to the Alpha Legends guys there, the guys that helped us with Call of Duty and what they're doing there. And we hope that we get the Blitz guys to continue to push hard.
Medyo choppy, sir. Medyo choppy.
Sorry, a little bit choppy.
Me?
Yeah, a little choppy. Yes.
Really?
Really?
It was okay.
Or
on
is he
my
choppy
end.
on your end, Oliver?
No, it was okay on my end.
All right. Well,
Dang.
it sounds good now. Probably,
Okay.
It was probably an
All right.
internet thing.
All right. So yun lang.
I mean,
Let's move to the next game.
okay, so the Friday and Glitch casting Get Wrecked versus not the Heat Wave, Alpha Blitz.
Mhm.
Oh wait, we're skipping the other game last Friday.
Oh, which one?
The
EVG versus
there's-
eBay.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh.
I was saving that one for the
Yeah,
second.
we cannot skip
Where-
that.
Oh, okay.
I think that's
Save that
something
for
we
later.
cannot skip. That matchup with
That is-
Libe
yeah.
and EVG.
we should talk about
Um,
that right now.
And I saw
Okay, let's
Kobe
talk
post
about
on
that
social
now.
media. He was like, "No!" He knows he's going to be a big topic on this evening's MESLTV. He knows that
Sure.
we'll talk about Libe
He knows.
tonight, and we have to. As great as Libe is, because we are just, very excited for the season. We've got to talk about that loss that they took over
Yeah.
EVG. And I want to, first of all, we don't give EVG the credit, and I think we should. I think it's not about Libe losing, but it's about EVG winning. And Oliver and AJ can talk more about this one since
Here's the
they were
funny-
the casters in this one.
Oh, that's me.
Well, yes, it's you.
Oh, that,
First and foremost, 2-0 EVG. First lead,
Yeah.
that was like a stomp. I don't think anyone was expecting that. And it's not even a close game. It was like all throughout the game, probably like mid-game onwards, just EVG all the way. I don't think anyone was expecting that.
I wasn't. And I guess
Not gonna
EVG
lie, I
just got
wasn't
it
either.
together. And like I mentioned, just got to get it together. Find that mojo. And they found the mojo
They
at the right time.
probably- These of Libe, they probably found something that no one else has found yet. You know,
What?
and I don't know what it is.
It's
I don't
insane.
know
It's
either.
really insane.
I'm just
Oh.
saying, or maybe something was just off that night for Libe, or maybe
no, but if we say it like that, we discredit EVG.
no, okay, yeah. Put it that way. I don't mean it to sound like that. I just mean maybe EVG has found something that other teams struggled finding, and it just worked for them.
And they capitalized on
They
it.
capitalized on it, and I cannot say what it is because I myself don't know what it is. Every time I just hear the name Libe, it's just like, oh man, big
Yeah.
expectations, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big expectations.
Or
You
it
have
could
to-
have been,
Yeah.
and
No,
or
I-
maybe also because of EVG's record going into the Libe game. People were expecting something else. Like maybe Libe wasn't expecting EVG to be like that because they're like, oh, EVG's been
On a streak.
Yeah, they've been on a losing streak, so maybe they didn't give their 100%, and it was the wrong time to. It could have been anything, but I know EVG. They are a great team. I don't know what happened, man. If you know what happened, please let me know.
Okay, do you want to speak first, AJ, or I'll go first?
Go for it.
Show us the stats, man. Show us the stats.
Yeah.
Show us
Up to
stats.
you.
We're waiting for you, man.
I'm not gonna show the
Oh,
stats,
yeah.
but I could talk about it.
Okay, talk about the stats. Talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the stats.
Talk about it. Talk.
Okay, honestly, for me, EVG just
Was it the draft?
a different animal. That's number one. You can say Libe is not complete because Daiki is not. But honestly, the way that they played, it was so cohesive. They knew what they were doing. I feel like if they continue right now, they are contender like top 4, probably top 3.
Wow.
If they're continue, because game AG, their XP laner, if you remember AJ, Esmeralda.
Fully
Okay.
on that X board.
No. Game, he was using an Esmeralda. Okay. He was using Esmeralda on the first game, and then of that, he was zoning out Shinsei's Irithel.
That
Okay.
part. Okay,
And
for
then
the
if-
end. Or like the late
Yeah.
part of the game. Late game.
And then here's the draft right here. Thank you very much, Mr. Commissioner. So like Esmeralda was already bullying Netsu on the X board. I thought
Mhm.
Esmeralda will have a hard time, but it was the other way around. So that was the early game, and then up until the late game, just bullied Shinsei Zen on an Irithel. That says a lot. Like it's late game, but you're bullying the marksman using Esmeralda.
Yeah.
Like wow,
Yeah.
that was crazy. That was insane. And then
I agree.
snowballed out of control. Even on the second game, honestly, I feel like Libe wasn't able to do that. The Ling pick on the second game was questionable on the side of Deimos. I'm not a fan of why he did that. I feel like draft wise, it was also on EVG side. Excellent. So I feel like it's in terms of how Libe lost, EVG was just great. and Libe probably wasn't in their best form because even in the draft, I feel like they got outdrafted too. It's like two-pronged approach.
Yeah, I wasn't watching it today, but when I reviewed it after, I was just blown away from how EVG was all over them. And you know what? The pressure is also always with Libe. Everybody wants to beat Libe. Everybody wants to beat now. Everybody wants to beat Get Wrecked, right? So the top teams usually will get this kind of attention. It's if you were to beat Libe to you guys, you're like, okay, good. We can beat them. But these guys are the April Open champions. These guys have conquered the April Open, and we were not there. So if they think about it, like, hey, if we were there, we could have beaten them. So it's good. I mean, this is just great competition. But I do know Libe will bounce back. I don't see these guys as one to just kind of set aside and be like, oh, we got the secret to it. Because you probably really don't. I think EVG just found it during that day.
Yeah, and they were able to execute it beautifully. They just really did so well on that game, man. Those two games, it felt like the EVGs of Summer Showdown were reborn like the Phoenix and came with man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's like the Summer Showdown.
So just look at this, right? EVG beats Libe. Libe beats the Uncrowned Kings. Uncrowned King beats Evil Geniuses. It's just like that.
It's a triangle.
It is.
I agree.
It's like rock, paper, scissors, man.
I agree.
It is,
Yeah.
It's anybody's game, man.
A new part turned into this too.
Hey, wait, what?
A new powerhouse is about to get this triangle.
New powerhouse a new power has emerged. And like what we said earlier, you just have to get into that orange row in our standings. And even if you are 6th place going into the playoffs, you still have chances of winning the whole thing.
Yeah.
You're
still in contention.
You're still in contention. I've never used that word before. Real good stuff though, man.
You're in detention.
Oh, I know that place very well. No, but okay, so that was one of the games that happened on this past Friday. Now, the other game that happened was Get Wrecked versus Alpha Blitz. Oliver can take the lead on this one too because he was the one casting that.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, Get Wrecked, dude. They're insane. They are insane. Honestly, I have no words.
What have they been eating? That's what that question is. Probably the fried rice from Saipan because it's so good. That's probably what Get Wrecked is doing.
Okay. No offense to Alpha Blitz, but Get Wrecked's just that good. So even if you lose to Get Wrecked,
don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, dude. They're just that good.
Everybody so far has lost to Get Wrecked. You just joined the club. That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Wrecking Club.
Yeah.
So
they came in with a wrecking.
Okay, in the future, if for example Get Wrecked would be able to, I don't know, fight international teams, I feel like they could. I think that they're that good, man. Like if there's an opportunity to.
Are you trying to say that they're gonna win the whole thing?
Ooh.
I don't know. It's too early. We're only at round 3 out of 7. Right?
But let me tell you something. They will have their monies and their remember how we talked about that full circle, that triangle. And if you were to add the Uncrowned Kings, although they lost to Libe, but Libe lost to EVG, Uncrowned Kings would have a great chance to give these guys a run for their money, and I think they can.
Is true.
I think they can.
I think they can.
A lot of people have been mentioning to me like, "Hey man, watch, Uncrowned King is gonna take it. They may even sweep it." And that was given to me by a bystander who I just happened to just pass by, who follows the MESL league, and he says, I'll be like, maybe you're just saying that because you're from Guam. I'm like, no, man, I really think these guys can beat them, and we'll find that out on Friday. Is that a Friday? Friday, right? Is that a Friday match?
Friday.
Okay, so we'll find that out on Friday. But it's anybody's game. That triangle, Libe beat EVG. I'm sorry, Libe beat Uncrown. Uncrown beat EVG. EVG beat Libe. I said it twice, but you know what I mean, right? That circle, it doesn't really matter. Once you're on top, it's anybody's game. It's like that day can be your bad day, where your hands just don't work as well as it usually does, and those things can happen. Fortunately for me, my hands never work as good as these pros do, but I'm pretty sure they have those days as well. The off shooting nights.
Most definitely. Still, man. Which would lead us to our next point, right, Kamish? It's the upcoming games for this Friday.
Yep.
No, you didn't talk about THW yet, and
yeah, dude, THW and Kings.
Did I not?
Oh no, we didn't. My bad.
Sorry.
THW and Kings, and that was a matchup that I thought would also be going to Game 3. Unfortunately, it didn't go to Game 3.
Okay, so that game, in all honesty, THW was kind of, I believe in the first game, they did have the upper hand for the first few minutes of that early game, right? The start of the game, early game. THW was holding their own and actually, I believe, winning in some of the objective meetings. And then the Uncrowned Kings, they did what they do. A lot more aggressive. They went for it. And that first game was, I think the first game was about our standard time, also around 20 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, give or take. But MC did his thing, man. MC was all over the place with the marks. Sorry, not the marksmen. The assassins. And man, I was a little disappointed. I was really hoping for a Game 3 because this was also kind of similar to Libe versus Evil Geniuses, right? They were the champions versus the runner-ups from their respective tournaments, and then again, champion versus runner-up. But Uncrowned Kings just powered through, very dominant both games. But THW did try to hold their own with Kyle playing really good on Edith for both games. Then Badgrass was really trying to make stuff work throughout the jungle. But unfortunately, CHW did not steal a point from the Uncrowned Kings. I think I'm running my circle on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My stuff is
But I
kicking
agree
in.
with you.
Sorry.
Though.
So
I wasn't expecting a great.
I didn't really see the game because we were obviously in the other side, the Gala cast for this with Ali, but we didn't see their draft. Can you tell us about their draft?
Their draft. We did get to see Mantra play who was it? Airlines, Matilda. We did get to see one game, but yeah, there. So MC, I do believe this is game 2. MC game 1.
Yeah.
MC did pick Martis, and normally this is somebody that Badgrass plays. So that Martis alone pushed Badgrass to play Xborg, who we know is also very good. He was top for Xborg on Guam a little while back during the April Open as well. But man, just the draft and everything, I did feel like I was more preferring of THW's lineup, just because of crowd control. They're a little more bulky and tanky. But the Kings just popped off with Mantra and Ran dealing so much damage to JB more than half the time. Each shot that Ran took dropped JB from full health to 1/3 or half at the lowest. But man, it just shows how good Ran can be with different.
I one of the teams I didn't expect to get swept for this match was THW. They're a great team, but they did. Uncrowned Kings coming from a loss. They really needed this win. They really wanted to prove it. After this sweep, they moved to second place that quick, right? So, THW, how do you think these guys should react now that they got swept? I mean, versus Libe, they got one out of them. They easily can tear down the competition with this lineup that they have. And this game probably wasn't their best game, but THW does have, I think, how I see it, THW still has a great chance to win it all. They are a well-oiled MLBB team. Unfortunately, they didn't win this one. But what did they got to do to get back into fighting action?
I mean, I feel like they just really have to play their game. I feel that their tank, who is played by Ashbourne, he did get baited out quite a lot. He did miss quite a few of the stuns. I believe in this play specifically, he did try to, oh, not that play. One of the plays, it was around the turtle area where he tried to stun two of the Uncrowned King members, but he went right in between. So, like, I don't know if it was the nerves or they understand that it's another top team, but they just need to stick to their game plan, honestly. That's what I feel. Stick to your game plan. Do what you got to do, right? Just work on executing how you need it to be and just being a little bit defensive.
Defensive?
I think this is the
Let's look at the clash.
because
This
THW
clash
is
right here. I think this matchup was pretty much an Uncrowned Kings match throughout. Just watching it again, it just shows how good also Uncrowned Kings are when they are playing all together.
Are they still called the Uncrowned Kings? Because on social media, they refer to themselves as the Kings.
Well,
Sheesh.
hey man,
Hey.
they can call it whatever they want to call it. All I see is the registration here. It says Uncrowned Kings in the registration form that we have. So
Oh,
there's Kyle.
But
Kyle all alone trying to get out of that. Look at that. Ooh,
Dang.
got out of that.
Yeah,
Still got a
and
kill
then-
too. Kyle's a great player, man.
he is
Yeah.
Captain Kyle.
He 2v1. He got one kill and was able to escape that. So Luffy,
Yeah,
I think
I
did
mean,
Luffy ever get on the lineup before? Was he ever on the other games? It's like the first time I saw Luffy in the game.
He's
It
been
was
the
part
mage
of
for the
the
most.
April.
Yeah, he was part of the April, but I'm talking about like the
Oh, so far.
opening. He wasn't in the lineup for the opening day.
I could check
Oh.
that right now.
He wasn't in the opening day.
I know.
Not sure if he was against his.
No. He was not in the opening game.
Yeah, he wasn't
but
in the
he
opening game.
was there versus the EVG game. So that's the interesting part. So THW versus EVG in our week 2, it was a 2-0 in favor of THW. So Luffy played in that game. Those two
I
games.
agree.
Okay. Yeah, Specs just gonna agree.
What?
It's just gonna agree
All right,
with us
no,
all day.
I'm sure we get our guest on. We have our after we talk about the games, we have an announcement, and then after that we can get our guest on.
Yes. So get
but
them prepped.
that was THW versus Kings. I
Get
was trying to
them
make
prepped.
sure they're prepped. And they're here in our call now. So
Okay,
just
well
gotta
let's
prep these
put them on standby first. Let's go ahead and review the games coming this week. It's week 4 now, ladies and gentlemen. Week 4. We only have 8 weeks, so we can be considered halfway through the season, although still very early, still very young, right? We still got more games to come, but let's review the games happening this week, guys. And I'm going to bring it on the screen as well for everybody to see, and we can all just kind of give our hypothesis, if you will, of which hypothesis. Of how you think this game will go, right? So let's just go ahead and squeeze that in real quick here. There you are. It is, but we take guesses. That's the whole point. We take the guesses. Oh, sorry, the names are still there. There. So, great matchup this week. Top teams will be in the play to shake up the standings. You have, of course, a Libe team coming from a sweep. We never have ever dreamt of them getting swept. They're going to face a rising team who have rose to the occasion. That team is, I Know Right, sitting pretty right in the middle of the standings. You know, they only really lost to one team. This week is going to show a big shift, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Push top.
Ran,
Works,
getting
right?
out of
You make
there
it to
as
top
fast as he
6.
could.
Bad grass
And
picking up
even
the
just
entirely.
being the
Boom.
top
Oh my
2
goodness. Did you
teams
see how much damage
means
that
you don't
was?
need to
That
play
took
just
out,
yet.
like, half
And
of
3 and
Ashwood's
6
HP.
are playing, and 4 and 5 would play.
Yeah.
And you know, you would want to find a way to position yourself that would benefit you the most, right? Whether it be, oh, you would benefit most if you were in the 3rd seed or in the 4th seed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even being in the 3rd seed, because you would be playing the 6th seed, quote unquote, you know, the 6th best team in the standings.
But if you make it to the top 2 slots, also you get a bye. Meaning
You do.
You
You
chill
do.
for that week. You relax.
You
It's
do.
important
Being on
to
the top
fight for
does-
that top spot. You get a bye. If
For
you
sure.
are number 1, you beat that person. You also get to choose the challenger for your matchup. So number 1 is important.
For sure, it's always best to be number 1. You get incentives for being top teams.
You gain an advantage.
You gain an advantage, but I'm just saying, you know, if you're one of the teams who do not have like a perfect record right now, you're going to do what you can to position yourself to possibly make it as far as you can.
Face the best team last.
Yeah,
I
'cause
mean,
who knows?
It's a whole new game plan. It's kind of like a draft where you
Yeah,
pick and you choose your battles. If you're in the top, if you're toward the bottom, you're clawing your way up, right? Clawing your way
So
back to the
in the
top.
chat a
But
while ago, your audios got cut off, and I just wanted to kind of, as they said, to please speak 3 minutes ago. They can only hear me, but let's just reread. They can hear you now. But what we were just talking about is this is a big matchup coming up this week. That is because we have the top teams playing. We've got IKR facing Libe, who come from a loss. IKR coming from a win. Both are top teams. You can consider these guys the top of the barrel right now, heading into this week 4. And we mentioned a while ago, and what AJ kind of mentioned a while ago, you can win this, you can sweep this, you can go straight up to the top. If you lose this, you can go straight down to the bottom. So important win for these guys here, these bunch of teams here. Again, the Friday 8:30. I'm sorry, it's going to be a doubleheader. By the way, I want to just shout out to you, the broadcasters. It's going to be a doubleheader. This is not going to be a simultaneous stream. This will be one after the other, and it'll start at 7:00. And I'm going to be there. By the way, shout out to Get Wrecked. I'm going to visit you guys as well and see your beautiful arena that you guys play in Saipan. And we'll be there for the game 1. I'll be reporting for MESL guys via Skype as well on that matchup on Friday. So I'm still going to be part of the stream no matter what.
sorry. I think our audio got cut off when you switched to the scene.
Yeah.
I think that's
so
what
I
happened.
got it figured out. So I'm not gonna switch to the scene and again. Actually, let me go back to our scene. Hold on. There you go. There.
no, but so back to that. Specifically the games for this coming Friday, 2 tomorrows from today.
Yeah.
2 wake ups from today.
2 more sleeps.
We have the Uncrowned King,
2 wake ups.
Seed 2. That's how I like to count my things, guys. I've always done it. Rob can attest to that. But you have Seed 1 versus Seed 2. 9, Seed 1 having 9 total points, Seed 2 with 6 respectively, right? Both of them respectively 9 and 6.
Respectively.
What's crazy is if Kings sweep Get Wrecked, right? In the event that the Kings do sweep, Kings are now tied for first, right? They're still in second, but they match points.
I agree.
And the same goes for, or not same,
What?
but for IKR and Libe, whoever wins, they gain the advantage. I mean, like, even a sweep, you have 8. The winner, if it's a sweep, it'll go directly to 8. Or if one loss, it's going to be 7-6. 7-5, sorry, 7-5. So, I mean, high stakes for both of these teams, and I'm really hoping to see a couple of game 3s. I hate to see a sweep. I mean, I love to see a sweep, but I also hate to see a sweep.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But as far as
We just love MLBB
I
so
feel
much we
like-
want to get more games in. That's it.
Olive and I are always arguing with each other because we want game 3, but sometimes the games are just
Jeez,
so
man.
good. Like, respect nods all day long. But if you're gonna ask me who's gonna win the first one between Seed 1 and Seed 2, Get Wrecked and Uncrowned Kings, I feel like, I mean, you know what? Never mind the stats.
You got into it already. You can't back out of this. You can't back out of this. You
I'm
already
gonna-
led your way in.
Already
We weren't
started
asking
it.
any questions.
Not even worried about it. That's why I'm a caster, not a player.
There you go.
Sheesh.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
But anyway, I'm gonna be repping Guam on this one. I'm for Guam on this one. I have the Kings 2-1. Right? I mean, love Get Wrecked, right? The team,
Ooh.
right? And everybody there, right? Bryce,
Sapphire,
Scott
Ice.
Basic, Sapphire, Icy, right? Those guys are all great, and I love watching them play.
Yes.
Just because I know how much Basic has that love and reps his island all day long, 24/7. I'm gonna do that for Guam this time, and I'm going Uncrowned Kings 2-1.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Dang.
There you go.
What a
Good way to put it.
I
Because
mean, we love the islands, bro.
I think if the roles were reversed, where we had a caster from Saipan,
Yeah,
he would probably say the same thing.
Shim's always on the chat side, side.
He's always on the chat.
And he's outnumbered when it comes to who's on our with the group.
Yeah.
But,
But I mean, if you guys are looking for someone who who would rep Saipan and is not from Saipan, you guys have Revel Sharks. That guy is Saipan all day.
All
I
day,
thought he
every
was
day,
Shin all
man.
day.
Yeah.
He should live there.
Team Shun, I mean. Sorry.
But yeah, so that's my take. Game 2, Libe
Good
versus
take,
IKR.
good take. And it's not because you don't like Rec. You know they're a very dominant team. You're just doing your job as a
Love those
caster. I agree. Hey, we got it wrong with Libe and EVG, so we could get this one wrong too, right?
That's true.
But speaking of EVG and Libe, look who we got here.
We have.
Are you ready to put him on?
No, we're still talking
Kamish?
about our stuff. Hold on. We're not done talking.
Kidding.
What a-
Kidding.
We're still
Hey,
talking about it. I haven't
sorry.
had Olify talk yet. I always have to wait for Olify to talk
Oh,
to.
I thought we
Can
were
I-
just writing the.
I'll pass. Let's get our guest speaker right now. Because, okay, it's too hard. Guess, especially with the director's king. I'm so
What?
stressed, dude. It's
So you got the
That's a bit- no.
Kings. And AJA, you haven't given your Libe versus IKR too. You got to give that too. You can't just let that one go. Huh?
I'm just gonna go Guam. Guam rep. I say IKR, man.
Okay.
what?
So,
They're both Guam pala.
for that, do I have to answer that one first before Olify chimes in? Or am I answering and Olify safe for tonight?
No. Let's hear Oliver's Olify. What is your take on that? IKR versus Libe.
IKR versus Libe. Wait. How did that? Because Libe lost
So
to
they have to-
EVG. IKR lost to Rect.
And
But
everyone else lost.
then again, everyone else lost to Rect. This is so hard. No, okay. The interesting thing is Libe is saying that their complete 5 is going to play on Friday. If they were using their 5 for the
But we
past
don't know
3
how the
games, I
complete
would go
five
for
play yet.
IKR. No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because if it were purely based on the past few games where they used that 5, I'm gonna go for IKR. All right. IKR game
Daiki.
3. But
Libe
then
says Daiki's.
yeah, since Daiki is gonna enter the fray, I don't know how their day change because if I'm not guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Daiki is laner. What play? Because that's gonna change the whole dynamic. Percent. Like Shinsei
Daiki
Zen's
was the
probably gonna be like jungler. He's marksman.
Then you have Amos possibly rotating back into EXP.
Yeah.
See?
Wow. Back
So-
to his
And
spot.
like
Back to his
if
roots.
it's for like a simple swap, like Daiki XP lane, and then I don't know, like Netsu out, and then everyone else playing the same roles.
Netsu's
Then
good.
Netsu's good.
Netsu is good.
Right? Netsu's fine. But then like
It's fine.
it's a total like revamp of the whole team if you're gonna like switch
The whole
roles.
Now, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
if it were the original, then IKR. But now I don't know.
Yeah, good way to put it. But here on the chat, Libe is here on our chat, and they're saying that Daiki's in, Shinsei is out, Deimos will be out. So we'll probably, I don't know, finally Deimos.
No, but
Yeah, they're probably going to put Netsu and Astra.
Or not so
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the
So I
thing.
guess that is fair because we don't know how those guys play.
Yeah, the whole dynamic and composure is going to be a lot different for sure. And I mean, it's easier to stick with what you know, but Libe is known for doing some wild and crazy things.
Yeah, they're probably gonna play like Cyclops tank or something. I don't know.
Disclaimer, I didn't make my predictions for that yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on.
Go.
I don't know. It could
go
be
on.
like the EVG and Libe game. You
Yeah.
know, nobody saw it coming.
I mean, okay, personally, everybody knows I'm like one of the number one IKR fanboys. I'm not going to deny it. Everybody knows that I have a cousin, a brother, and homies
brother.
on that team, right? Love them. But Libe is also another tough team, right? Although Libe did lose to EVG, there's still, you can't count them out. You cannot count any of our teams out, right? But I do feel Libe does have the not the advantage. They may, I guess advantages. They do have a slight advantage with people coming in, but also it could be a double-edged blade, like Oliver said. I'm gonna write off of what he said. Maybe they didn't, or if they didn't practice enough, or they haven't really figured it out as a team with all of these drastic and huge changes, especially with Kobe and Shinsei. Sorry, Deimos and Shinsei being sitting out this upcoming one against IKR. I think it'll be really different. I am hoping to see IKR pull off, but not in a sweep fashion. I feel like if it goes IKR's way, it'll have to be a 2-1.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
But if it goes Libe's direction, I feel like it'll be the same thing, 2-1. I'm expecting a good game, both teams. Well, IKR is riding off of a win, right? That winning high, so to speak. And then Libe did suffer a defeat. So momentum's a little different. And of course, if you're Libe, everybody's watching you. You know Libe is being watched. So that pressure, I don't know if it's going to take a toll, especially with two of the members, although Daiki being part of our championship April Open tournament. He knows what it's like, but they have a lot of people watching, right? Their sponsors, their fans, right?
Yep.
People all over the world. And same goes for IKR, right? Their sponsors and fans too, but Libe is just known to be this undefeatable S-tier team, right? We've seen that a lot, and that's the narrative that's been happening. But since the season, nobody's indestructible or unbeatable, but Libe has had that associated with their name for so long, ever since that April Open. So
yes,
2-1, either side. I'm hoping it goes IKR though.
How about you, Commissioner?
Me? All right. Well,
Yeah.
as a
on the
commissioner,
spot.
I shouldn't be picking sides, but it's not about that. It's about this game, right? We're all professionals here, and I
Never
think
mind.
I truly believe that that this is beneficial for MLBB to grow. I also want to take glitches. He's in the chat. I want to get his guys this guy's take on this, right? But
Get him on you.
you mentioned a while ago, AJAA. A while ago, you mentioned that all these teams are what do you say? Like they're all kind of unbeatable. But right now, one team is unbeatable, and it shows. Get Wrecked is unbeatable, and I'm gonna go on that Get Wrecked bandwagon for now because boy, these guys are blazing through. Nobody saw it coming. And if you were to tell me, and I love I love the Uncrowned King guys. These guys know how much I love them and how much these guys have given MESL, just so much action. They're really good. And but Get Wrecked is the dominant team, and I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna have to go with Get Wrecked in this match because that's what's going to happen. These guys are just wrecking everybody. And as Olify mentioned, you can put this, and you watch your game. You can put these guys in the MDL. You can put these guys versus NACT, and they'd probably beat the Ohio brothers, believe it or not. But yeah.
Wow.
I'm just saying. Shout out to Ohio brothers. Congratulations for the M5. But I think these guys can match up with them pretty well. I'm not going to count out Uncrowned Kings, though, okay? And I'm not talking showbiz here. I love these guys. And I hope, Team Guam, we're always going to root for these guys. But let's just give Get Wrecked that credit because we all thought these guys wouldn't even place, right? New team coming in, and what happened? Yeah, they're on top. And they deserve that respect. They deserve that love because of how they're putting their team together and how Bryce... Oh, sorry, I said his real name. How Basic just is able to lead the pack, and how they're able to kind of just get this whole thing going and hype. They even had a huddle. Not all these teams have huddles. Libe has a huddle. Get Wrecked has a huddle. They've got a chant. They've got all these things. So I'm gonna go Get Wrecked on this one because of that matchup. But don't count out Uncrowned King because these guys are. If there's one team that can beat them, it's Uncrowned Kings. But I had to pick, right? So there you go.
Yeah,
you know what?
even though we do make those picks,
Yeah.
even though we do make those picks, man, like much love to all of the teams, man. We're happy to have you guys, and it's been a pleasure to be able to cast your games, right? I know we're not casting every single, or we've been lately, but for the times where we had like that single cast, or on stream and off stream, like it's been, man, it's just love to you guys, man. You guys are putting us on the map. Hopefully you inspire more people to play. We get enough people, and hopefully
exactly.
a server opens
and
up.
that's what I'm trying to say, AJ. These teams, these top teams, are what is going to inspire our next announcement that I'm going to announce for everybody today, and it's very exciting. But we're going to have to get Specs to talk about something first because he hasn't given his take yet.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
That's it.
No, yeah. Okay, so my take on it is just the same as you guys. We cannot count any teams out regardless of the standings. Okay, but I also want to put this out there that commissioner, it has been recognized, it has been brought up in our chat that you just threw Rec into the lion's den.
Not really. I'm showing them the respect they deserve. No, seriously, because because
but I think it's because you put it that way. They're in the spotlight now, and now everyone.
That's how it is when you're 3-0. Everybody wants to beat you. Like I said, everybody wanted to beat Libe, right? EVG did it.
Yeah,
and everybody now wants to beat Get Wrecked. You're the Phoenix Suns. Sorry, I can't use that team right now. But you're the
you're the Onyx Indonesia.
You're the Onyx.
MPL.
Yeah, there you go. You're the ones that everybody wants to beat, and I think that qualifies for respect. You know what? when I met these teams in Saipan,
Sure.
or Rob, you met them. You see their passion in
I
the
did.
game. Their passion in the game is
Yes.
different. They really want to compete. It's time for the Marianas. But the winning thing is Marianas is shining. We're all literally, we're two separate islands, but really one when you think about it. When we represent the Marianas, and right now we want to handpick whether it's the Kings that will represent us, it's the Libe Esports that will represent us, it's Blitz that will represent us. Whoever is there who can represent us, we will stand by them when they get that qualification, when they go to the big game, wherever in the world. M series will go and Guam will go.
Yeah, yeah, and the whole island pride thing, it's more of a micro thing, like within the league.
Yeah.
But in the bigger picture, it's for the Marianas versus the world kind of thing,
Yeah, and shout out to what Alpha Legends organization just put up. We're all winning at the end of the day because we're putting the Marianas on the map, right? So again,
Yes.
much love to all the teams and everybody involved.
Okay.
I know we do try to make our announcement.
But yeah, no, before the
Alright.
announcement, I think we should our yes. We should make the announcement last.
Sure.
I think we have a guest.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. We should have our guest first.
Can you guess who it is?
Can you guess who it is?
No, I don't know. You tell me. Are you telling me to guess?
He's here in their chat already. He's
Oh, I
here
don't
in the
see-
call.
Yeah, I don't. I just see a black screen. There's no face on it.
Oh, he's here. It's the captain of EVG.
Oh,
We're gonna-
G-Dads. Yes,
Yes,
there he
and
is.
There he is. Let's unmute his
Hello,
microphone.
ayun,
Yep.
idol. Lods. Can you hear us?
Lods,
Unmute. Yeah.
Yes.
He is.
Can you hear us?
saan ka punta?
Moon.
To the moon.
Man, welcome, D-Gads.
The gods. Anong balita dyan sa Saipan? How did it go? How are you taking that win versus one of Guam's top teams, yung Libe Esports? Kumusta? Siyempre, kinakailangan happy ka. Well, you did. And you got a sweat. You didn't just win them, you swept them. Nga ganon. Well, tell us though, what was the game plan coming in? Ano yung game plan nyo papasok ng matchup with Libe Esports? Si Iverson ang tinutukoy niya. Wow. Okay.
I mean, it reflects.
Olify,
Oh,
did
sorry,
you think did you think that was
sorry.
Go ahead.
Gary, the audio for Joseph is not going through.
Is not? Oh, say, hold on. I hear him. Are you there, Joseph?
But the rest of the world doesn't hear him.
The world doesn't hear him? There.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yon.
Yun.
I think kasi nag-feedback ako sa kanyang speaker.
May na yung kanta.
Yan. Okay na. We can hear you now. G-Dads, congratulations again. Wala kayong laban for this week. You get to rest. You get to do all your watching and matchmaking and doing your adjustments. But sa ngayon, how are things with the whole team? Kamusta ang team ngayon?
Actually, ngayon, hindi pa nga kami nakapag-grind eh.
Di pa? Taking it easy,
Yeah. No?
But Olify, what can you say though? How can you attest the matchup with G-Dads, and how were they able to overrun? I know you mentioned it a while ago, but with G-Dads here, how do you think was Iverson really a problem for them? Was he the key to stop?
Yeah, so I agree with D-Gads with what he said, no, is banning out, like targeting Iverson on tank, because I was talking to one of the players, and same thing, same feedback. Target the roam of Libe. Okay. And the play style, the gameplay of Listen is really on point. All his sets are on point. So I agree, wholeheartedly agree with D-Gads with what he said.
Wholeheartedly. Spell mo?
Yeah, no. I, wait lang.
HOLE.
Puso na lang, puso. Puso na lang, puso.
But I just wanna add to how EVG won. Like I gotta ask D-Gads, Mr. D-Gads, Mr. Capitan. Like yes, okay. Your strategy was to target Iverson. Like was interesting kasi sa akin yung Esmeralda pick eh. Okay. Was it really part of the plan?
Yeah.
Really?
Because, comfort hero naman ng XP namin yun eh.
Alright.
So, kung ano yung comfort hero namin, yun na yung gagamitin kasi wala naman sa meta-meta yan eh.
Uy,
I
wala
like
nga sa
that.
meta.
I like that.
Perfect comfort hero. And that's how you have to play, where you're comfortable.
Pag may pipilit yung meta na hero kung hindi ka naman mananalo. So, like before, yung laban namin before sa Uncrowned Kings sa, ano yan? Yung showdown, summer showdown. Kinaasar kami na Saipan meta pero lumaban naman kami.
Oo nga. Lumaban till the end. But again, like I said, you beat Libe, and not any team can just say that. No, not any team can just say, "Yeah, man, they beat Libe Esports," and we thought these were the untouchables this whole time. They've been undefeated since then. I mean, THW got a win here and there, but nobody ever dared to say that these guys would get swept. If you were to say that, you'd be like, "No, come on, man, these guys won't get swept." EVG came to play that day. EVG powered through them and got the W, keeping them right there within reach into the orange side of the standings. If they were to get another orange one this week or another sweep, they're placing. Don't count these guys out. These guys are going to be they're the runner-ups, and I think they get their once they get their whole team, like I said, hindi meta yan, pare. Wala sa meta yan. Nasa ano lang yan. Yung hero na gusto mong i-play.
Yeah.
Cyclops.
Yeah, Cyclops naman. Meta yan.
Cyclops gold lane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's go. No mid lane all the way.
Dad, so what about like, okay, so ito na. Yung experience nyo ngayon in the compared to the summer showdown. Yung competition level, masasabi mo ba medyo mas hirap ngayon?
Actually, medyo. Yeah. Kasi first 2 games namin, nasweep kami, talo kami. So parang iniisip naman namin na kaya naman anong nangyayari. Like, so I talked to everyone na hindi naman ganito yung game natin eh. So kung ano yung pinapakita natin sa scream natin, because we're screaming some players in the Philippines and okay naman. Pero hindi namin na-apply dito sa tournament. So maybe the time that we challenge yung Libe, we applied there na.
Yun. So malaking bagay yung adjustments nyo ng and it shows talaga when you watch the game, dominating ang laro nyo. You got every kill you can. You were able to just blaze through them game 1 and game 2. So any more questions for our guys here? I have the tough questions coming up next, that's why. Yung mga mahirap na questions.
This is not a question, but hi daw, sabi ni Demos, hi.
Yun, hello daw. I think okay naman sila eh. There's no bad blood within Libe and EVG. Talagang after they won, nag-congratulate si Demos agad-agad. And that's how it should be. No? That's how we are as a community.
All for the fun.
Di ko nga alam kung bakit sobrang ano siya sa ibang team si Libay. Pero pagdating sa ibang team, chill siya, chill. Di ba? Chill. Yeah, chill. Okay, so I'm gonna get some more questions, guys. You have any more questions there on your side?
I'm good. I'm good.
None.
Nawala si
Oh snap. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Anyway, so G-Dads, before you go, a couple more questions, and medyo mahirap na tong mga questions na to. And we let everybody kind of get the hard questions sometimes, and that's just how it goes, right? Kinakailangan, we have to ask these questions. Kamusta ang dalawa mong dating kasama ngayon nasa Marianas Reapers?
Sheesh.
Challenge them next game.
Wow! They're ready.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Ready?
Did you ever reach out to Jerjer or those guys that
So,
are your friends?
ano, tell them not to play.
Tell them not to play. And everybody there in Saipan is chill. You know, nobody really has tough. But you know, as you know that they did create a new team, leaving the team that you guys had created to win the Summer Showdown. Now you challenge them in the next matchup that you'll have, and I think that's the end of week 4. And will it be a factor na alam nila Jerjer that's type of playing style you guys have as a team? May ano sila, may input na sila, may kumbaga may blueprint na sa laro ng EVG. So what do you think? Is it gonna be a big factor na alam nila yon, mga style ni G-Dads as a captain?
Siyempre, meron naman kaming bagong adjustment sa gameplay namin. Especially si Jerjer, gold lane. Kayang-kaya.
Kayang-kaya. Yon.
Hi daw, sabi ni Mamonga.
Yon. So, all right. That's all I really wanted to ask, and I'm happy though the EVG got the win. Rooting for you guys, man. Keep on running these games, and shout out to the entire team sa tawag dito sa EVG, the Evil Geniuses. Saan magaling yung name na yan? I know there's a professional team that has it, but
Dota 2.
Dota. Naglaro ba kayo ng Dota? Mga Dota players ba kayo, or ikaw lang?
Me, I'm Dota players before.
Okay. Nakuha mo lang yun. Tinanggal mo lang yung S, ginawa mong Z.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Any more questions for our awesome captain, El Capitan G-Dads, guys?
Walay.
No questions for D.
No question.
On the upcoming
Yes,
games.
good luck on the next games.
Yeah, super
Good
excited
luck.
to see you guys play. Yeah.
Maybe it was part of this plan the whole time. We're gonna wait for Libe daw.
And Rec.
Yun na nga. And Rex,
Correct.
coming for you,
Those
Rex.
are gonna be good games.
Coming for you.
All right.
All right, thank you so much, G-Dads, and I'll
Thank
see you.
you.
I'll be leaving Friday, and sana makapag kahit isang dalawang round lang tayo na ng
Basketball.
shot tayo.
Lak.
Laklak tayo.
Dancing.
Okay, ingat kayo dyan, and
Thank
good
you.
luck in the next games.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. So, guys, do we have another guest before we do the introduction and we can go have our dinners?
Didn't we have someone for the other team?
Yes.
You
Let me Hodor.
it's supposed to be
Yeah. Blackbeard.
Okay.
Blackbeard.
While we get Blackbird in for Alpha Legends, real quick, I want to just promote a big thank you to our sponsor, our main sponsor, most especially DOCOMO Pacific. Better Together, or as we know it, gaming and DOCOMO Pacific make a great match. And for those who don't have DOCOMO Pacific for gaming, especially for Mobile Legends, you see a big difference when you go on DOCOMO Pacific and the servers that we go connect to. So why do we trust it? Because they really have the better connection when it comes to gaming here on Guam. So for those of you who have doubts, come check them out. They've got great plans to give you guys. They have the new thing called Flow. They've got a lot of data plans only. I mean, seriously, man, if you're a gamer, choose Docomo Pacific. Again, thank you, Docomo Pacific, for also being one of the only telecoms that put 1,000,000% into esports in Guam and the growth of esports in Guam. And that's important. A telecom company that puts 101 million% of its of everything to put gaming into the next level. You know very well that these guys know what they're doing, man. So again, thank you, Docomo Pacific, and thank you to all our sponsors for the MESL Season 1, and hopefully we continue to grow with more sponsors to support the growth of esports in Guam, to get our players a chance to go into the world, the wild, wild world, and compete.
Yes, I agree.
You agree. All righty. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to drink some water real quick.
I bottled water.
I bottled water. Shout out to Mamonga. I just put up the chat. Bottled water says, I got the flow. He does. Okay. Both in the flow of Docomo Pacific and the beatbox flow. Angel Bartilad, thank you for the hearts. We love you as well. Jermaine Jimenez asking, what a question. Hey man, someone's gonna ask these questions. Dota
Should have been
1.
you.
What?
Yeah. Revel Shark says he's locked into Docomo. Big fan.
He's a big fan of
everyone in the chat.
There you go. There you go. Locked into Docomo. Shout out to Revo Shark Studios. Vote for him. He's got Pika's best thing going on for Revo Shark Studios. Go check it out. I don't know how to vote, but
he lives for that.
Yeah. Go vote for him. He can hook up your computer easy.
Wins. But we Blackbeard here in our
Esports says Demos is sleeping already. Okay.
Yeah.
And crying already at the same time.
Sleep well, Demos.
Show my rice, says Spicy. Stay hydrated, says I bottled water. Okay, so we're going to bring our next guest before we introduce something really big to the world.
Yeah, our next guest before we introduce to the world what we have in store. Here he is.
Here he is.
Hold on, let me put it through. Here I am talking about it. I don't even have him on the... 1 second.
He's ready.
Oh, okay. So Rebel Shark says he believes in natural progression. No need to vote for him. You heard it there, guys. Don't vote for him.
So
Don't vote for him? Okay, nobody vote for him, please. Easy as that. Natural progression. He doesn't need our help. That's what he means. I don't need your help, guys. Sheesh.
I'm humbled though.
Man, we tried to get him votes, but he doesn't want it.
Okay, we're gonna have to wait for him to get into a landscape mode before we put him in. It's not gonna work. There he is.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Alpha Legend Industries. Also, the manager for Alpha Blitz. We have the one and only Blackbeard.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man? How are you? Yes, can hear you. Alpha Day. I know we're not too far away from each other in the world of living around the area here. I could probably hear you if you scream, but how's everything? How's the team going after now? Getting their third loss.
It's a really sour feeling, but the boys are really practicing really hard, and they're taking a loss with as a learning process for everything that they're trying to research on and better themselves at. We made some major moves today as well to try and counteract that, and try and see if we can stop that, and just get back into the winning column.
Yeah, well, it's still early, right? You got a lot of games to play still. You still got to go through. I mean, you think about the path that Alpha Blitz had to go through. They went through a hard path, right? They're gonna have to kind of needle through the next half. But I do see it. If you see the Alpha Blitz from when they went against Dark during the Summer Showdown. Yeah, you know they're a very good team. But what would you say though is the reason for which they're not being able to kind of to play it as they want to?
Um, Individually, I know I said this in my post. Individually, these guys are all strong players. I think the tough factor would be technically the cohesion. Is everybody just finding a role and actually playing their role and staying intact and executing that game plan that we discussed or that they had agreed upon. But these guys, it's a learning process at the end of the day for all of them. And they're just trying to metal out all the issues and try and get rid of all the kinks and, make it a straight line from here on out.
Well, that's exactly what we hope for the Alpha Blitz. And I know 3-0 and 3 is a hard pill to swallow, right? And I'm sure for you as well, as you're just trying to get this team to. But and you mentioned these guys. I mean, I talked to what's his name, Eagle Man, not too long ago. He said, "Man, it's just hard to get practices in." How do you? Is that true? Is it hard for them to get these practices in as a group? If so, how do you solve that?
So the practices, yeah, to be honest, they literally practice half teams. They're never full team squatted up. And so, that plays a big role into actually having the full 5-man team in because they got to just play the guessing game of the other player because they don't get that feel for them. But the practices have been hard to get down. But today we solved that issue today. I mean, from on my behalf, I feel like we solved the issue today. We got it down packed of what we wanted to do. And the solution for that was we made another team.
What was that again? You made another team?
We made another team.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
What do you mean by
So
that?
we have a whole nother 5 set. So now we have them facing. They're going to be screaming at each other and working on angles, positionings, approaches towards different things. The metas, especially the metas, the draft sections. They're taking it to the point where they're making the adjustments and they're taking it like it's an MESL game.
There you go. And that's just really nice to hear that these guys are not putting their heads down. They're gonna put their chin back up and continue to pound through the competition. Now, one of the weakest points, and we, as we saw it, and a lot of the casters too had pointed out, drafting was always really bad for Alpha Legends. The drafting phase. And Olify, can you show maybe you can as one of our bests when it comes to just getting all these numbers down and crunches. Where did they go wrong in most of their drafting phases?
What a way to put it.
That's how you do it.
All right. I'll just use the last game as an example. All right. I understand that okay, let's say for example, Eagle Man, he went for the Hanabi, and then for the second game, there was a Roger picked by Thanatos. Most likely, these are comfort picks, but you also have to take into consideration that it's a bit contradictory to what D-Gods was saying a while ago, right? They're going against the meta, we're going for comfort picks, but you also have to take into consideration how does it really mesh well with your strategy, and not only that, if it is a good counter to your opponent. Because let's say, for example, Hanabi doesn't really do well against an Irithel, and then Roger, I haven't seen a Roger in like ages.
Okay.
I wouldn't even say a Roger in rank game. So I got me so confused.
So I guess in short, is just studying the meta a little more.
I agree on that. I agree wholeheartedly with what Olafai is stating. I was surprised that even Kenzo on the last round choosing Roger, it really shocked me. I was like, is it a main pick as a comfort pick, like he was saying. When I talked to Kenzo about it, he was kind of upset too at himself, but it's too late. Can't take it back now.
Yeah. Well, Kenzo also just joined you in the last matchup, and we're showing the matchup on week 2 with the Marianas Reapers and Blitz, where you guys also couldn't get through this. But but the Kenzo started to play this week. He showed some really great gaming in the beginning, and it just kind of went downhill from there. But do you think Kenzo is a big factor in terms of play? I mean, now you have him after his vacation. He was in the Philippines. Now he's back. Do you think now he can? Would it be a safe bet to get him into the rotation and play, or would it be a better bet to just kind of stick with where the chemistry's at, where you guys are already kind of jiving in a way where you can make those adjustments and not have to deal with a new player going back in and readjusting, because that can also hurt you guys, right? But the Kenzo would be a big plus for the team at this point on halfway through the season.
Kenzo, it was a big difference. You can see it. You could see it if you watch back Blitz versus Reapers, and then Blitz versus Wrecked. It was a big difference. We did go against the powerhouse. It was Wrecked.
Yeah.
Dominating factor team in the whole league.
Yeah.
So they 100%. I even talked to them after the game too. I was talking direct about it, and I was even telling him, I was like, I hope you guys gave us 100% and you didn't take it lightly, because I want to make sure that these holes that Blitz faces gets covered. And he said, oh no, or they said, oh no, we gave you 100%. So I appreciate that on that end from Get Wrecked. But Kenzo did make a big difference. You saw it in the positioning. You saw it that they started following their game plan. But then halfway through, I don't know what happened. Halfway through, the pause happened. Then after the pause, it was just like they had a hiccup and they just couldn't get the groove in. So, what is
all right. Nice. Well, again, we wish you the best of luck. You guys have any questions for the one and only Blackbeard of Alpha Legends Industries?
I don't. It was just nice to hear on their end. Yeah, if you have any questions. Yeah, but I don't have. I just want to say good luck to your team. I do hope to see I guess a switch gear with moving forward. I would love to see Alpha Blitz move forward or move up, because I mean, I guess for me, I can't speak for the rest of the league, but knowing the history of Blitz, there was some sort of expectation of them going in.
Yeah, there was.
So that's all I can say. But
you have a very nice uniform.
You do. I like the color.
It's very nice and bright.
To,
and shout out to Alpha Legends Industries and the guys there who is also holding it down for the Call of Duty platform that we have here, and we're partnering up with them whenever they do their own Call of Duty stuff. So again, Blackbeard, one of our partners when it comes to gaming here. Thank you very much, sir. But you don't escape the hard questions. Rob?
Yeah. I just want to say mobile gaming. I just want to put it out there. Specifically mobile gaming, that's why.
Oh, but yeah, man. Like for Blitz, I really do hope to see Blitz. Yeah, like Rob said, change gears, snowball into it. Like even what Blackbeard said, we know that they're great individually, right? We've seen Kenzo, who was part of that Libe championship team in the April Open. Eagle Man's another big addition. And then even seeing Alpha Blitz play, sorry, at the time I think it was Libe Blitz, but now Alpha Blitz playing in the Summer Showdown, I'd say they were pretty dominant, especially in the very opening game against Dark Rico. Steamrolled them, right? So I feel like they are capable. They just need to get the practices in. I'm really glad to hear that that's kind of, or hopefully it's worked out already. I know and it seemed as it was. Hopefully it is. And now, like, moving forward, hopefully they start to get a few more wins under their belt.
Yeah.
And
And I
again,
think and I think that it's a great thing that Blackbeard is on top of this. He's putting the boys together, giving them hope, showing up when he needs to be the leader to kind of give them the inspiration to get this team steamrolling once again, right? And I think he's the right person for the job to get this going. And we wish you the best of luck, Alphabet. And you know what? Because we always have to ask questions that are hard to answer sometimes. So we're gonna have to ask you, man. You don't escape.
All right,
this.
bring it on.
All right. So
How much do you bet?
So we know this team was formerly known as Libe Blitz, right?
Yeah.
Formerly known as Libe Blitz. You came along to kind of give them a different perspective in management, and you're doing a wonderful job. But is there still Libe influence that overpasses Blackbeard influence within your team?
The beginning, yes, very strong Libe influence. But like what me and Kobe talked, I believe it was game day, and we sorted some things out. But we are still closely tied with them, and me and Kobe will be looking to work together probably most likely in the near future, because we got some plans working in the works right now between us two with Libe and Alpha. But they gave us that space. I let them know that it has to be a separate entity. They can't be meshed in together. I have my own organization and the way I run things, and it can't be micromanaged by another team. So we came to that agreement, and I thank Kobe for that, for respect, and he gave us that. But it's sorted out, and hopefully this one will work out better now in the weeks to come.
Okay. Well, thank you for answering that. I have one more. You weren't part of the team yet, but we got to get it out. This is something that needs to also come out into the open. The Uncrowned Kings won the matchup for the Summer Showdown. They qualified, but maybe you can enlighten us. Why weren't they at the? Maybe you know, maybe you don't know. Why weren't they at the finals match during the?
That one.
During the
really
finals for
spotlight.
the and they were gonna go for third and fourth place, but they didn't show up. Therefore, Marianas Reapers winning it. We want to know, as a committee here, what really happened with Alpha Blitz not being a no-show. And you weren't there yet, so you don't have to be the person to be blamed. You probably spanked them in the butt if you were there. But what's the story?
No. The team knows. I brought it up. I brought up that incident. They didn't wake up in time. They didn't show up. The clocks were in tune, and I told them. I said, before we make this official push, and this was even before we got the sponsors to start rolling in, and me actually putting in full effort, wholeheartedly. But, I told them. I said, before we move forward, I need this to be nipped in the bud. This can't happen again. This will not happen again. I won't tolerate such a thing. And Kenzo kicked it straight into sixth gear and said, "I'm with you." And
there you go. And it never happened after that.
Never happened after that. We've been showing up. Huge shout out to Eagle Man though. I need to put that out there for the community to know just how much we are in communication and how much we involve ourselves with one another and we talk every night. Um, Blitz has to wake up every morning and check in every morning.
Mm,
I need to hear hello and I need to hear how their day is going because it's a mental check at the same time.
nice. Perfect. Great
Wow.
leadership.
That's first on. And then from there on, it's just communication, communication, communication. And even when Kenzo was out on vacation, he was still checking in. And so, as the captain, him making that huge adjustment and being a part of that team that didn't show up to now, it shows his leadership and his commitment. And so, we've burned that bridge, and I'm hoping to never have to build that bridge over again.
All right. Well, thank you for answering the questions, man. The best of luck for you this week when you guys go and face your next matchup. And we would love to see Alpha Blitz start getting on the board.
Yes.
Yes. I look forward to it. Thank you guys for having me on. As always, you guys have always been a great help and a great partner to us here at Alpha. But yeah, I'm excited to see, to be able to showcase the new outlook for Blitz and the new approaches that we can come up with because I think today we really locked down a good rotation to put in for perspective and how serious the team is taking it. I hope nobody in the community. I've seen some, nasty comments, but if you're not in the shoes of these players, then you don't know how demanding the world of esports is, and it's cut from a different cloth. It's not built for everybody, So these guys are doing their best, and just know that every time that they showcase their talent, they're not going halfway. They're not giving it just a little bit. They're giving 100%. They're just trying. They're just showing up and trying it out, and putting it on for MESL. So,
thank you so much, man. And your leadership is well welcomed within that group, and I hope them the best. All right.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Have a good one.
So, there you go, guys.
There you
well
go.
said.
That
And
was
I think that's a great refresher of what Blackbeard said. I think it's not just great, it's also inspirational because and it just not just for gaming. If you were to go to the screen right now and how they got look right here, let me just put this on the screen. 25-7, right? Marianas Reapers. This was a bad game for them. But you the ability for you to keep the team up and still pushing it hard, it comes from leadership. It doesn't come from your best player. It comes from leadership. And I think a successful team or a successful company will have to come from great leadership. Otherwise, not going to happen. Are you hungry?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell. We'll cut it short. That's all. I just wanted to put that out there.
Still got the announcement to make.
Yeah, we'll cut it short. We're going to go straight to the announcement right now.
No. Finish what you got to say, and then we'll do that.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I seriously do. I'm pretty good. I just want to give shout outs to Blackbeard for the nice inspirational talk that he has. And I think it goes well with every young player out there, with everyone who just gets beaten, Just sometimes.
Even though you're knocked down, there's always a way up. I mean, like they say, the only way is up. Once you've made, the only way is up.
Once you're at rock bottom,
there you go.
The way is up.
That's what I'm trying to say.
No, but also I just want to capitalize on something that Mr. Blackbeard mentioned. He said not everybody is cut from the same cloth to be in this realm of professional esports.
Yes.
That's why I'm a caster.
Yeah.
It's tough.
That's
why I think these players come in and they have to come up every day to say especially on game day, to come up there and it's like, dude, I'm a pro player. I gotta compete. I gotta help my team out any way I can. Whether it's starting a scrim, starting a practice, inspiring them with words, whatever it takes. You got to be there, even if you're the sixth man or seventh man. You got to be there for your team, putting them back in their perspective as you speak. All right. So, anyways, we now know that AJAA and Rob is in the same area.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
wild.
No, but
Modify anything you want to share? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry,
Specs.
What I like that Blackbeard mentioned earlier is that every morning the team is required to say say what's up in their chats and to let each other know how they're doing. I'm all for it. I think all the other teams should do the same. You just never know. That's why someone just needs that checkup,
Now, look
that
out for your boys.
look out for your boys, look out for your team.
There's
Beso with the homies, beso with the boys, man.
Beso prim.
no I in team, only in Tim. But according to our
Yeah.
master, there's no Tim here yet.
Yeah, there's only I in it, Tim.
Okay, you're really hungry, man. I can already tell. You are really hungry. And we'll let you
No,
eat.
not. Yeah,
I'm excited for going Saipan. They have one of the best freaking places to eat, man.
fried rice. You gotta bring back some fried rice, please.
We got to bring the casters. Hey, casters, let's go. Don't cast the Friday.
gotta
Just
do-
go with me.
gotta do a
Let's leave
castor.
specs.
Oh, I go too. You need a guy to show them the ropes, man. I'm gonna show them the 360.
The
I'm gonna show
360. Okay, anyways.
I'm gonna-
All right, so before we do go, I want to thank everybody for sticking around for this. All the 52 people watching us right now. Thank you very much for giving us your attention. And this is a great moment to kind of share this. And I'm excited to share this because this is the growth. This is where we grow now as a big MLBB community with the blessings of our friends there at Moonton, with the blessings of our friends in the outside world looking in. We are able to give you a new league besides
What is
the
it?
pro league, besides the pro league that is that we are already doing, and this will be open for registration after this show tonight. You could already register your team. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you our Rising Legends League that we will be doing for. It is an amateur league, casual league, whatever you want to call it. And if you guys are MLBB players who want to make it to the big leagues, this is the league you want to be in, because we are going to take you to the next level with them, right? So the Rising Legend League, which will be, of course, under the Marianas Esports League. And guess who's going to be taking charge of this? Our very own Specs will be taking charge of this game. And so we are opening this registration up now. So go to www.mesleague.com, register your team. We're only taking 10 teams in. And you cannot be one of the rules is you cannot be a pro player. So you pros who are, I want to go there too. No, you stay where you're at. This is all for the open. It's an open community gaming, which will be done via our own network within. And so Rising Legends League is now officially a go. And we would like to invite all those who are looking and watching, who've always wanted to play professionally, who've always wanted to play competitively, to go and register your team. There's only 10 slots available.
Okay, and alongside with that, I also wanted to announce that with this development league, I guess as you can call, we're also looking to develop casters as well. You know, if you want to learn what it's like to be on the back end, if you want to learn what it's like to be on the camera side, like let's say, oh, I don't feel like I'm a good player, but I can talk about this for days, then I think being in this league for sure will be a good idea. And, we have your guys here like Olify and AJAA to help you grow that skill to be a caster. And who knows? Maybe you'll be sitting on a chair next to one of these guys.
Yeah. In between, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
So
In
yes,
between,
so
maybe.
Rob, we're accepting casters now, right?
Yep, we're accepting casters, and we're, if you want to know what it's like to, if you want to know what it's like to be on that side of the camera as well.
I mean, it's fun here.
Oh,
we're
someone's
also,
asking.
we're also
like
gonna.
MDL.
Huh?
It's like MDL. Someone's asking in the chat if it's like MDL.
Yes, just like the MDL, but for the Marianas Esports League.
Yes.
Players will be able to be drafted by the pro teams.
Yes.
And yeah.
So if you want to be part of a pro team sometime in the future, and you haven't, you don't have a team yet, this is your
I'm
chance
just coughing.
to possibly join the pros.
Get it.
Get yourself a pin also,
And just another announcement, just as we go through this, Marianas Esports League has been also in the verge of opening up a system within our home base system, also within Saipan, and Shouldn't already knows this. And one of the reasons why I'm going back is we are also going to open up our own Marianas Esports League division there, an official one where, you got people like Specs, myself, AJA doing their thing there as well to promote this this growth in the community. And so if you guys are willing to be part of this team and you're from Saipan, please do come and see us. And we'll have the email on our website, MESLeague.com.
Yeah. So very exciting stuff coming our way. Pro League is just phase 1, and now we have this development league. We're not even done with our pro league season, and we already have this other league up and ready for you guys. So sign up.
Thinking ahead. Big things.
Yeah, we'll see you guys there. Very exciting stuff.
Yeah.
In the chat, it looked like Revel Shark. He says he would put up a Revel Shark Pro Team G1, accepting registrants as early as now. Will pay for venue and food.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, up to $5. The whole team is gonna share that.
What the heck?
He said 4 for 4 goes half off.
2 for 2?
Yeah, so
So
we're
it's 2 for
looking
2.
we're
But
looking
also,
to get this steam rolling already, and I'm excited for the development league because we're growing the younger generation to give esport a chance. We're growing again, and that's just one part of how many things we're doing. That can also be part of the collegiate system that we're going to be developing in January. But this is where I'm very excited because the Rising Legends League, what we have going is that if you guys are even, what's the lowest rank? What's the lowest rank in the game? What's my rank again?
Warrior.
Okay, even if you're warrior, you can join and you can create your team. And there's no pressure to it. You just have it's competitive, but you also get to learn and experience the competition, right? And you're gonna have the likes of, I'm telling you, you're gonna have the likes of Libe, on Crown Kings, Rec, looking at you guys, making sure they could nitpick before everybody else does. But don't worry about it. MESL will make sure that it goes fairly through the teams.
Yeah.
And so
keyword.
Fairly through. That's the key word. We're not gonna just let you guys join a team. We're gonna make sure that it goes to the teams that are needing the players.
Their leagues. Is it like bids?
Nah, we can do drafting actually. Our own drafting.
There you go. Drafting. We should do it like, number 47 joining.
There is no rank limit.
Official. Like the Rising Legends League would be really, really beneficial.
Yes.
One, it gives exposure to players. Sorry, where's my finger? There. One, it gives exposure to players.
Yeah.
Over there.
Okay.
Okay. That have an experience.
I can put you in the front. Hold up. Go ahead. I'll put you in the front. Bam!
Whoa! Dang, okay.
There you go.
Okay, so first, am I frozen?
You're frozen though.
He's stuck at one, guys.
Yeah, okay, go. One.
Everybody that will be joining the Rising Legends League, they won in the event they never got to play in any of the previous tournaments in April Open Summer Showdown. Now you get to have a feel for it, right? Unlike our pros that kind of like, I mean, there were some new teams for our pros and they just jumped into the waters, right? No floaties.
Yeah.
Right? We're all an island, we can swim. But this Rising Legends League helps develop you for that, right? So more game time, more time against other people, right? Same skill level or not. And just the exposure to what it's like to be in this eventual pro league that we hope to see you get into.
Yeah.
Big things, big things.
Yep. Big things for sure.
Not just that, guys, because if you join, correct me if I'm wrong, this is going to be like tournament mode too, right? So you can experience those nice skins too.
Oh, yes.
All right? And not just that, if I'm not mistaken, you could also get good ping because we have DOCOMO.
Yeah.
Also,
no, but seriously though, like, you're gonna get like.
I want to keep it on Olify. Everybody deserves a full screen of Olify sometime in their life, right? Everybody
Guys, screenshot this and tag us on Instagram.
Ngiti ka muna.
Ngiti ka muna. Hey.
You know what? You know what? Remember JV? Remember JV?
Yes, I do.
This is JV right here, man. Can you imagine if Olify was put into... I think Olify can actually play at that pro level within the groups of people now, right? Can you imagine? But no, please, we're going to keep him as a caster. Man, you are more...
Olify never joined us on this side.
Hold on. Go ahead and talk.
If Olify never joined us as a caster, what team do you think would have picked him up?
IKR.
IKR, you heard it first.
IKR would have gotten it, like, without a doubt. Like, kahapon.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody in the
chat. Shout out to everyone in the chat.
Papa Ollie, Angel, Cutie. Wow.
Wow, Papa Ollie.
All on me.
Oh,
hey, Cutie.
Anyway,
okay, ibalik natin kay Cutie. Teka.
Yo.
Wait, where is it?
Ayun si Cutie.
Here.
Yo!
Boy. Also, a question brought up in the chat real quick. Maybe Kamish and Kamish can answer. Kamish duo. Is there a rank limit?
No.
This was asked by I Bottled Water, our homie Shun.
No rank limit to this. You can be a warrior. You could be a mythic. What's the highest?
Could be an archer.
You could be an archer. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So everybody, no rank limit. Also, the other thing, Mr. Chris Tables, when does the development league start? I believe registration will be open as early as.
It will be open as early as today, right?
Yeah.
But we are gonna start the league games. Registration will end right before December goes in. So December 1, we're looking at closing the registration and then starting the games already within our Discord on December something. It'll be easy, trust me. And once we get all the teams, we will further explain how the entire system will go. Specs will be doing his thing with the league, and we'll get this community rolling right away. So if you're asking, it's soon. But we started the registration now, but we're limiting it to 10. 10 teams.
Put me
we
in
already
charge.
have one that just signed up. Just right now.
Play Cyclops.
One just signed up. That was quick. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Put me in charge. Everyone's going to be playing Cyclops in the development league.
I think that's only under Mirror Mode. The rule state one Cyclops.
One Cyclops.
One team must play Cyclops.
Yeah, that's one of the rules for D-League. Every game must have a Cyclops.
Oh, no. Olify, would you like to commission this? No, I'm kidding.
Everyone has
No, but yeah, this is gonna happen. So we just had one that signed up right now, and we're only 9 left, 9 spots left. Sign up your team. It's $5.
Yeah, one signed up.
Oh, one whole team signed up already?
Yeah, one whole team signed up.
Oh, dang!
I think they were waiting for this. A lot of people have been waiting for this to be announced. I know this kind of went through the cracks, and some people knew that there was a development league coming. I know Libe has like 4 teams prepared to go this. So like you know, they want to develop players, and of course you're gonna have to put them in that competition.
That's good. But what the heck? Yeah.
The link is in www.mesleague.com. Click on registration. Let me go there now, and just kind of before we go, we do have like about 5 more minutes to go. Excuse me.
It's okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and just link it real quick into the page here.
Okay. Well, your game is that. I just wanted to announce, guys, like it's been real, y'all. Thanks. No, but yeah, it really do sign up. This is gonna be real fun. And like what Cure Gaming said earlier, commissioner here, he said that you know, being part of this, oh shoot, can they still hear me?
Yeah.
Being part of this development league, you know, it gives you a chance to possibly play with one of the pro teams that are here already, or even play against them.
And try your odds against.
And try your odds, yeah, against our pros.
So I'm just going through the website real quick, and let me just go through this. We have the Rising Legends logo here somewhere. Okay, anyways, you're gonna have to go on register here, and as you can see, the Rising Legend League is already on that registration form. Right here.
And join Discord while you're there. What the heck?
Join it.
Discord's right here. You see everybody on our Discord. We have a huge family of gamers in there, not just MLBB, but everything. And then for those of you who want to join but don't have a team within this Rising Legend League, just click on solo player looking for team, and then we will link you through a team to play under. But it's simple. You just gotta go in here and then type in, "Hey, I need a team," and we'll contact you and give you. That's how Eagleman went in. So like, there's just different ways to get into the league. Click on Rising Legends League. Very simple. You'll be brought to this website here, the Rising Legends League, and you just gotta type all the information there that we already have. If you are. And put your team logo. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. We'll make one for you. But there it is. What's so funny?
Good stuff, man. For your social security number.
Is it here?
No.
Sheesh.
No, but also the chat is asking for caster sign up. What you could do is just email our admin at MESLeague.com.
Also, sorry, go ahead.
And we'll find a way to audition you guys there, and we'll let you know.
And for those of you that are scrolling through the chat, Alpha Legends Esports Organization, right, with Mr. Blackbeard himself, says we have open spots.
That's with an S.
Yes, with an S.
Yep.
So season teams can pick up players from their MDL team.
Oh, so season teams actually, yes, right?
I think that is one of the whole point, right?
Yeah, well, they can and they cannot. If
let's say eBay has another team for them.
Yeah, they can, because that's their development league.
Yes.
Hey, shout out to Momonga. Sorry for joining our Discord.
Yeah.
Good to see you there, brother.
Thanks for joining the family.
Yeah.
Thank you for the rose.
Can I get a player from the Philippines?
No.
Are they gonna live on Guam?
If they're here,
or in
here,
Saipan?
You must live in Guam and Saipan.
Yeah, if they're migrating, then if they're here already during all of it, then yeah, right.
Ooh, thank you for the rose. I know you guys see that a lot.
So I guess we're gonna have to end the stream. I am starving to death right now.
Can I pet that dog? Yeah.
Wait. Can I make a shout out first?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Teka. Bago ka mag-shoutout, ha? Boom!
Hey!
Yeah, shout out. Hey.
Shout out. So, shout out to Aaron Bartelad. Happy birthday to you, aka
Yeah.
Bartelad08, aka the best Zask player of Bazinga fam. Happy birthday,
Ooh.
Aaron.
Ooh, Aaron. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
We're just
Happy
keeping it
birthday.
olified. Let all the girls go crazy.
Hey.
Just keeping it olified. Put it on there. Just keep it there.
Wag-
Shout out to
Shout out to
KO.
Kyo.
Kyo.
Much exposure. Hey, shout out to Kyo.
Yeah. So Kill's the one that's actually asking if he can be a caster.
I think.
But like I said, just send an email to admin@mesleague.com and just let us know that you're looking to audition. I think that's the best way for us to do it. Auditions.
Yeah.
We'll give you like a snippet.
With all five.
We'll give you a snippet of a section of a game, and we would just say cast that, and let's just see what you got. What do you think, Oliver?
Yeah, sounds good. I'm excited.
And Oliver and AJAA, Olify and AJAA will review and decide if you got what it takes.
And Glitch.
And Glitch. Oh yeah, you're gonna do it in Tagalog. Just mekas with him. He could tornado in.
Yes.
Yeah, we need both Tagalog and English.
Yeah, Tagalog and English.
If you can speak both at the same time, you're the man. Or woman.
Yeah.
And we pay for casters, so just let you guys know.
Ooh.
Buti pa mga casters. I'm just joking. I love what I do. It's all good. It's all fun.
Oh, Kyo said, my auditions pala, coach na lang pala ulit ako. Kyo, just go for it.
No, try it, Kyo. Coach, do it. Do it.
Guys, go
So
for it,
fun-
man. Just go for it.
Olify is our fun fact guy, but today AJAA has a fun fact.
What is it?
I didn't think I was be doing this. This guy. You can see this guy.
And I want to give a big shout out to Bojo because he had a great idea, and I think we're going to implement this. At the end of the season, the winning team that does go, and we're not gonna pencil this in, but we're working on it right now. The winning team will be going to a boot camp of one of the pro teams in the Philippines, and along with them are our very own casters. So that's gonna be a great way to. It's a boot camp for casters that will happen during the summer. I know a lot of you guys have work, but maybe you can get a couple of weeks, or maybe not a couple of weeks, but maybe a couple of days to set forth your path in being part of a bigger casting community. And that's I think what Bojo, our main marketing and sales guy, is trying to do. Is he's trying to get the link with you guys, with our Philippine counterparts to do this. Yeah, but the Three Blind Mice, myself, Bojo, Rob, of course, Duke. We've been quite busy, not just for the MESL, but we have this as one of our top priorities to do. So we're looking forward to for the future. And I'm gonna just keep it now on AJAA before we go, and just make him just do the.
Now look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, TikTok dance.
Wiggle.
You already know.
Renegade.
Oh yeah.
Commissioner, dude.
What? I can't. It doesn't have an option for me. It really doesn't. I'm not lying. It doesn't.
Oh, man.
But there it is.
Hey.
There it is anyways.
All right. Thank you,
All right.
everybody.
Thank you for coming, guys, and thank you for watching us. You guys have been awesome. We hope the best for you guys. Be blessed and be a blessing, because
Yes.
we'll be back next week again, Wednesday, to do you another MESL or Marianas Esports League TV. My name is Cure Gaming.
I'm Specs.
AJAA.
And Olify, guys.
See you Friday.
See you guys on Friday.
I'll see Saipan players. See you guys there on Friday. I'll be in Saipan on Friday. Let me buy you guys a beer. Bye.
Hey, what about us here in Guam?
I know.
No more beer for you guys. You guys have too much beer already.
I got gout.
I'll drink his own.
I got gout. He said it's so chill. I got gout. Hey, man.
Are we off already?
We're not off yet.
It's like,
go.
dude,
Bye. Guys. Bye.